Hi guys, so on the bench today we have PS5, leave it HDMI port. We're going to try it to make sure that it does power on, because I'm sort of somewhat skeptical. So let's see if we get anything. Grab a HDMI lead. Let's see if we get any power. Now I should. Let me see. Should come up there. Hopefully that screen will work. Well, it does power on, but we've got no. So we're getting no display from the PS5, so I just want to make sure that the screen output was working, and it is. As you can see, it's working on this laptop, so we're assuming that the HDMI port has gone. I'll just get it back. Let me just shut this one down a minute. And then we'll take it apart and see what's going on. Yeah, which makes me wonder if there's anything else wrong with it. And the port, yeah, he feels a bit loose. Obviously I don't want to mess around with it too much because I don't want to short anything out. But they said if you put it on a certain angle, he does work. So we'll just wait a minute and see. You shouldn't. This, of course, is on different resolution, but we'll see. No, I got nothing. All right, I ain't gonna mess around with that too much. So we'll get it apart and have a look. Let me unplug that a minute, and then we'll get that out of the way. Oh, down there. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's get it apart and have a look. See what's going on. Oh. There you go. Put these out of the way. Look up there. I don't like these plugs hanging down. Well, it hasn't been opened before. And it's still intact, so wait. Well, looking at this port, it looks all right. I'm just debating whether, I mean, there's probably a couple of pins that are come loose. I'm just wondering whether, is it really worth changing the port? The port looks quite, it looks all right. There's a couple of pins that are, one there. Nothing else knocked off, is there now? That's fucking... Yeah, I mean, for those pins, I mean, it just seems pointless. If the port's damaged in the front, then I'd say, yeah, change it. But for the sake of one pin, maybe one or two, I might just go over the pins and partially put it back together and see what one pin there, one there. I got to straighten these tweezers out. Yeah, I might just go over the pins for the sake of two pins. I don't really see that. I mean, if it was damaged on the front and the clasp was broke, then I'd say yeah, but it looks pretty good. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I think I'm just going to go over the pins and see where we go from there. I'll put it back together partially and test it. I mean, I'm going to blow it out first because it's filthy inside. So yeah. Right, I'm just going to grab a cup of coffee and I will be back. It's my back coffee in hand. Well, on the table. So yeah, I was thinking just for the sake of a couple of pins, I mean, I might have to land up replacing it anyway, but while we're sorting this out, I just want to give a shout out to the guys that I watch on a regular basis. What's the matter with this then? Like that. The other tech guys, Mainboard Medic just reached 10,000 subscribers. Congrats on that. Rusty Russ Repairs, Nanofix, JDT, Joey from Joey Does Tech, and Soren from Electronic Repair School, and all the others that are it's quite a big community that great bunch of guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a big community out there, you know. for tech repairs and stuff like that. And well, you know, I enjoy watching, especially the live streams. JFix, another one. I watch Black Horse Repairs. There's the numbers are vast. Let's see how we get on with this. I'm just gonna might have to turn my iron up a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn them up a bit. Let's go. Go to 380. Incidentally, the iron that I'm using is a Athen A902. I also have the Athen A9 Pro, which is a single one. It's not even touching that, is it? This I might have to get some heat in the board. There we go. Yeah, let's turn up a bit more. Let's try that. Might have to break out the big guns in a minute if this don't there we go. We're cooking. I'll go over the pins in a minute and check to make sure they're all soldered. For the sake of 2 pins, I don't see the point in changing the port. If the port's damaged at the front and still doesn't work, then yeah, maybe I'll change the port. I'll probably do that off camera. But I just want to get it out of the door now. Let's give it a bit of a clean. Let's see where we're at. Oh, bollocks, piss off. Let's just see where we're at. Where's down here mainly? Yeah, he's still. Okay. Get on that one there. That one there. If the pad's gone on that one, I might have to run the jumper wire, but I think it should be okay. Let's have a. No, I think no. Meat in it. I'll take a jumper wire over if needed to. No, that's got him. This one here is a bit, and these two on the end. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's gone. I'll check the rest of them while I'm here. I gotta get these I have to get a new pair of tweezers, I think. And he did say that if you put the cable in a certain position, you get a picture. So That probably explain why the pins. It was just probably just the pins. I didn't see the point in changing the port just for. I mean, I'm not going to charge them for full port replacement, because obviously I didn't replace the port. So you know, I'll work out a price based on that. But yeah, so I think for the sake of that, you know, I'm not going to offer a warranty with it, because obviously I didn't replace the port, and it's still the factory port. So hopefully that should be it. That should be all it needed. Let's get some I'll sort that liquid metal out as well, because that's all over the bleeding place. Take the outer casing down a minute and give it a blow out with a fan, a blower. And hopefully we should be good to go. Ooh. Yeah, so I've just cleaned up most of the liquid metal, and I'll get that sorted. And there's still a bit down in the just wondering if I can get out of there. Get that away from there. I mean, this might be I might have to land up changing the port anyway, but we'll see. All right. So what I will do is leave that there. I will just quickly go down and blow this case out, and I will be back. Right. So I'll clean the bottom, and I've done liquid metal on the chassis part. Let's get this done on here. There's still bits down in there that I don't really like to see, so I'll try and get that out. I don't even know how They got some of the places it got. They probably have it upright, but more than likely. So let's get this done. Looks like I'll give that a bit of a clean off, I think, and then I'm probably doing all this, isn't it? Probably still have to change the HDMI port anyway, but we'll see. I have faith. I have faith in the system. Yeah, there's quite a bit on the chassis, so it'll be all good. In fact, I'd probably say there's too much on here, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's go in. All right, guys, so I put it back together just enough. I think we should be able to test it. Hopefully nothing goes up in smoke. And we'll see what we get. Hopefully I'll get an image this time. We'll see. Let's get the screen up to see. Hopefully it'll work. There we go. We have an image. That's good enough for me. So I'll put it all back together. And then we'll try it then. Right. Let's get it back together and test it when it's all back together. Alright guys, so we're fully assembled, ready to test, and hopefully the HDMI port is good enough to hold out. Got a white light, a picture, Yeah, he's gonna have to be changed, isn't he? Hello. We'll see. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's cool. He's good. Right, let me disconnect this and I'll be back. Alright guys, so yeah, so that sort of wraps that up. I know it wasn't a full HDMI replace, but like I said, others would probably disagree and replace it anyway. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, there's only a couple of pins that were unsoldered. I'm not going to charge a customer the full HDMI port replacement price that I would normally charge. So, you know, and that's good enough for me. If they, you know, if it happens again, then yes, next time I will replace the HDMI. Well, thanks for watching, guys. As I said, you know, I appreciate you all. The things that, you know, the tech channels that and the support and the community as a whole is fantastic. You know, it's you know, hard work and laughs and so forth. But yeah, so if you enjoy this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-da for now.